Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Justin Thomas Strikes Back with you a DVD update from March 10th, 2025. Now, before I begin, you're probably wondering why I sound funny. Well, it's because I have a sore throat right now. I had this sore throat ever since like a few days ago, so yeah, that's the reason why I sound this way. But hopefully in the next couple of days, I should be okay. I should be recovering. It's just a little sore throat, that's all. So, yeah. But anyways, today I went to Walmart and I got 2 new DVDs. So, without further ado, let's begin. The first DVD I'm going to start off is from 2022. This is Elvis, starring Austin Butler and Tom Hanks. It says, a Baz Luhrmann film. This is the biopic about Elvis Presley. I know some people do not like Elvis, especially my sister and mom, but I like Elvis. I am a fan of his music, even when it was featured in Lilo and Stitch. So yeah. Here's the side, me and my Warner Brothers pictures. In the back, and it says, Austin Butler is a stellar. Truly, a star is born here, says Jim Vajota of IGN. Here's this little plot right there if you want to read it. And it also stars Helen Thompson and Richard Roxburgh, excuse me. And I don't see any special features on here, unfortunately. But it's rated PG-13 for substance abuse, strong language, suggestive material, and smoking. And it's 159 minutes. And it's on a nice full artwork disc, which is a rare occurrence I've seen Warner Bros. Making for their DVDs. So yeah, that's a really nice disc. Elvis is a good biopic movie. If you're a fan of Elvis just like me, then this is the movie just for you. And then the final DVD I got is from 2025. Yeah, 2025. This is Transformers 1, the origin story of the Transformers franchise. This is where we learn how Optimus Prime and Megatron went from friends to enemies. And it says, the perfect movie for the whole family, says Joe Deckelmeyer of Screen Rant. I also saw this movie in theaters, and this movie was actually really good, even though the film was a box office bomb, but it did well with critics, so yeah. And I thought this was a great origin story on how we learned how Optimus Prime and Megatron went from friends to enemies. Again, I apologize for my sore throat, everyone. Anyways, here's the side. You can see Optimus Prime in the back, and it says, it's a blast from beginning to end, says Mike Manalo of the Nerds of Color. And I don't see any special features on here, unfortunately. And this movie features the voices of Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, and Jon Hamm. And I also know John Bailey is in this movie, reprising as well as Soundwave from the 2018 film Bumblebee. And Michael Bay, the director of the live-action films, was also involved on this movie as an executive producer. Well, actually, regular producer, shown right here. And Steven Spielberg was an executive producer on here. He was also involved in the live-action Transformers films, too. And this movie is directed by Josh Cooley, who is also the director of Toy Story 4. Yeah. Anyways, it's rated PG for sci-fi violence and animated action throughout in language. And it's 104 minutes. And not only is this movie made by Paramount, but it's also made by Hasbro, New Republic Pictures, and Bayhem Films. And of course, we have the boring gray disc. So yeah. Transformers 1 is a great origin story on how we learned how great origin story, and definitely the best film in the Transformers franchise, in my opinion. And to this day, it's the only Transformers film I saw in theaters. I didn't see any of the live action films in theaters, but at least I saw this one. So yeah. And there you have it for my DVD update for March 10th, 2025. Again, I apologize if my voice sounds a little funny. Again, it's because of my sore throat, But again, my health should recover in the next couple of days. So, yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. See y'all in another video.